going on, guys? It's Itsdjlee with Producer Hacks. Let's get right to it. What's going on, guys? It's Itsdjlee back with another episode of Producer Hacks. Today I want to talk about instrument busing, or pretty much grouping a set of instruments into one aux send bus so that we can add some effects to that bus, and all those instruments that are sent to that bus will get the same effects. So we're going to dive right into this one right here. And what I have here is a track that I made called What I Said, and it's an EDM house, a deep house mix, and it sounds like this if I play it just from the beginning. It gives you that deep vibe from the jump. You can hear that. You can hear the knocks, the synth going, the kick drum, go ahead and jump in. I'm gonna turn up so you guys can hear a little bit more. As you listen to that song, you guys can hear the stereo image, you guys can hear the space and depth in each instrument that's in this actual mix. The vocal has its own space and depth, and everything knocks. Everything has its own rhythm and knock, at its own cadence, its own fine-tuned EQ, alright? So what I want to do right now is, like I said, show you guys the instrument busing that I did. So I'm going to cut this back to the beginning, and let's go ahead and let's pull up the aux track, the send that we have right here. Looking at certain instruments, we have sends already sent out. Send right here, 5 and 6, bus 5 and 6, bus 5 and 6, bus 1. That's going to be our side chain compression. We'll talk about that in a later episode. Bus 5 and 6 right here again, bus 5 and 6, and bus 3 and 4. So let's take a look at our bongos and hear how that's being affected with our bus. So I'm gonna highlight bus 5 and 6, that's right here. And if I wanted to just set up a bus, it's very simple. You would hit on a MacBook, you would hit Command Shift and N. This screen would pop up. You would see mono, audio track, and samples come up. You want to go to stereo when you're doing your buses. It's the same thing as doing an aux track. You want to go to stereo, and you want to go to aux, and you want to set that up by pressing create, and you want to have create one track. And you can name it whatever you want to name it. In this case, I named it nothing. I don't know why, but I'll name it reverb aux. Because this is where we're going to send all of our instruments that need to have a little bit of reverb on it. So if you're using Pro Tools, we're going to do it like that. Now, since I'm using inputs 5 and 6, I will use the same input right here. So we'll go to bus 5 and 6 stereo. Because it's a stereo track, we'll use bus 5 and 6 stereo. And what we're going to do is we're going to send this audio from this bongo. Let's put it right here by the track so you guys can see. This is going to go as a send audio, all this audio through bus 5 and 6 so that this track can pick it up on bus 5 and 6. Alright, so if I hit play, as you can see, I would change the fader to right here to 15. If I would have hit play, you should see the audio signal come in on that reverb aux. Let's hit play real quick, see how that looks. And you can see that audio coming in through that track. Now, if I want to take the reverb that I have already and paste it on that track, you will hear the reverb effect on that specific track. Let's turn the volume up so you guys can hear what I'm saying. So there's no reverb on this track right now. I'm going to copy the reverb, place it, and you can hear more of a reverb effect. It's very subtle, very subtle. Alright, now let's do that with a few more tracks. Let's do that with, let's see. Let's go to the bongos down below. Groove to it. Hey, okay, Lee. Alright, but you can hear that reverb playing in the background right now. This is how we do instrument busing. We can do an instrument mix bus, or we can just do vocal sound buses, other buses. But I like to work in groups like this. I can send a whole bunch of instruments to one place instead of having to do an effect on each one or make an aux track for each instrument by itself. So turn that back up. Let's go add another instrument. I have the clap on that same thing. You hear that reverb in that clap. I'm gonna turn the reverb on the clap off for a second. Here we go. Actually, I have a double reverb on that. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna turn that one off. I'm gonna leave that one on. What else we have? On the bass line, you can hear it. But let's do the maracas first. Let's come back to 17. I got a double reverb on the maracas as well. Let's cut that off. Bass line's gonna have it. It's a light reverb on that. Now, if I cut that reverb track off, it's gonna be less. There's gonna be no reverb on that. You can hear that, nothing. All those instruments that were set to that reverb aux, cut off just like that. Now it's its natural sound. So I'm gonna bring that reverb back in one more time, and it gives that automatic space from the jump, just like that. All right. Let me just take these off real quick so you guys can hear how that sounds in the actual mix. One more time. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. And just like that, we have all those groups of instruments going to that bus, and it created that bigger sound, that more of a huge room sound, that deep house sound. And just like that, that's instrument busing made simple. So, like I say, always like and subscribe, comment in the comment section what you didn't understand, what you need more help with. I'm gonna get back to you guys. As always, it's Itsdjlee. This is Producer X. Until next time, baby.
Black Timbs, black pants, guess the match is sweater. I think it's time my fans knew me better. I'm the type to bring my main chicken home to mom's and still find time to bring a side chick to Miss Loretta.